Today's video is a little unhinged. I got bored and decided I would finally go through with this idea. I almost did, and then I didn't, and now I'm doing it again. Hold on, actually, 1 second. I have to write down one more thing. There we go. I am going to be ranking fictional crushes that I have from the rankings of, okay, that's understandable too. Girl, are you good? Because I feel like there's no in between here. It's the two extremes and then whoever falls in the middle. And while I feel like most of these are normal because I have them written out on the little slips of paper here, I feel like most of these are somewhat normal. There are a few on here. Because yes, I am Elvis. But that doesn't mean I can't be obsessed with fictional characters. Most of the ones in here I would consider on the level of my fictional husband. I have had entire maladaptive daydream realities about them. They're probably the ones that I read fanfiction of the most or save edits of the most on TikTok. Or I've just been obsessed with for a very long time. So, also in this list, I did not add actual people. I think I only have one, I mean like an actor, not just a character. Simply because that feels a little weird. And that's a little too outy on me. I can't outie myself that much. We aren't, no. We're gonna keep this weird to fictional characters only. Okay, anyway, going first. Let us see. Okay, this is someone normal. It's Fitzwilliam Darcy. This I think my parents would approve of. He's very nice. I'm also kind of going off of like how my family would react to me saying this. So I think Mr. Darcy would show up about here. We're kind of the same person. I think they would approve of him. He's a cutie. That was normal. I feel like that was a good normal start. I know all of the names in here because I wrote them down, but I still wanna... Oh! Okay. No, this is still normal. It's specifically Stephen Grant from Moon Knight, but I'll take Mark Spector too. I'm not gonna lie, I'll take them both. This feels kind of normal. Again, a little on the autistic side. I love him though. Same, Pookie, same. So we have 2 for the normal column. That's pretty nice. You guys are also gonna learn my type. I'll break it down for you. My main type is awkward nerds and theater nerds. And then the rest, I just can't explain. I can't explain anything else that's on there. And if it doesn't fall into that category of like awkward theater nerd or like charming funny guy, oh. Hey guys, it's the first one that people are gonna look at me weird. Hector Rivera from Coco. Hey, listen, just because he's bones doesn't mean he isn't funny and really, really charming and really awkward and adorable, okay? I love that man. He's not the only skeleton on this list though, I will say. There's another one. Continuing on, he's definitely going into questionable. Next. Oh, okay, so I don't remember his name, but Matthew Good's character in Leap Year, if you saw my, my other video where I made my DSMP cosplays, you can watch my reaction to Matthew Good. That was an unhinged noise that has never come out of my mouth before and caught on camera. It would be expected because I do love my Irishman, but maybe, I'll put him kinda here, a little bit lower. Also, I'm so sorry that this board looks like this. I'm not buying a whole board to do this. This was my sister's speech board that she no longer needed and was broken in half and put in the recycle, so I just decided to use it. Yeah, no, him specifically as an Irishman really does it for me. What can I say? I like the Irish. And the Scottish. Alrighty, moving on. I'll not apologize for this. So Jake Sully is gonna go in the very questionable. I told you, I got two things here. It's only one or the other. There's no in between. But here's the thing. Not just, like, him as like a human is like cute. But dude, 9 foot tall, blue. He hisses at people, he's got fangs. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just, you know, it's... Yeah. You know what I mean. Anyway. Oh, okay, a normal one. Kinda. Sean Spencer from Psych. Definitely a theater kid. And you know what? He's normal. Man, this whole line right here is just neurodivergent. People have got Mr. Darcy, Stephen Grant, and Sean Spencer, bro. Moving on. Who are you? Okay. I would say this is normal. Dick Grayson. Older Dick Grayson, obviously. Also, if you hear arguing out there, sorry, my siblings just came back from a sleepover at my grandmother's. And they're fighting about something. I don't know what. They're just being children. Moving on, anyway. Dick Grayson, yay, also. Wow. But specifically, like Young Justice in the later seasons, of course, and then, the Teen Titans animated movies. Oh, yeah. What's next? Oh, a classic Aragorn, of course. Of course, we all wish that we were Arwen. Obviously. This is a plus. This is a plus. That man belongs. Right there. Okay, yeah. Another classic. 2000s crime show. Male romance lead, Patrick James. He, I think, would be a little bit more on the dubious side over here. He's tricky. Again. Another guy that I like to headcanon as being neurodivergent. He gives off a lot of heavy neurodivergent vibes. Patrick James, though, he's just, I don't know. Something about that, like, perfect mix of just being, like, a total gentleman, but then also a total scoundrel it's just, you know, it's really attractive. Boogie on down, boogie on down. Oh! Guys, we found another weird one. This gentleman is going down here. Y'all ever seen the show Gargoyles? You know Goliath from Gargoyles? Listen, when you see some of the other guys on here, maybe it'll make sense. But you know, I just... Wolverine, right here. Yep. He's more on the dubious side. He's gonna go up here, right in the middle. It's just, I don't know. See, this is what I mean when I say other, besides just theater nerds and charismatic men. Other. Wolverine. Jake Sully. Goliath from Gargoyles. it's a serious hear me out, okay? And if you haven't seen the show, it's awesome. Such a good show. Man. Anyway. Next. Yeah, this is a definite. My parents, if they ever met this man, would be like, I don't know about that. But not because he's a different species. Edward Kenway. Edward Kenway is a pirate. He's a bit of a scoundrel, but again, that like pirate roguishness. I did put Hook on here from Once Upon a Time. And moving on to you. What is it? Oh, this one, he's been around for a while. In my head, at least. He's depending on what you believe, he's been dead for a very long time. Moses from Prince of Egypt. I think because he's a biblical character, he's going right at the top. Listen, bro. Listen, dude. He gives theater nerd energy. What can I say? He gives theater nerd energy. Vax'ildan, of course. Because who would I be? I'm even wearing my Critical Role sweater, bro. You know what? He's kind of low-key a little bit of a scoundrel, but not that much. He'd be able to... There we go. So we'll put him right there. My first Alan Cumming character. I only have 2 on here because I didn't want to put the actor himself, because I love him in every role, I'm gonna be honest. I just love Alan Cumming. But X2 Nightcrawler. Yeah. Yep. That's going on the sis, are you okay side? But listen, do I even need to say hear me out? I mean, come on. The girls that get it, bro. The girls that get it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a Jake Sully situation. He's blue, he's got fangs. Can you knock next time? Thank you. Anyway. Hey! Alan Cumming character number 2, the Bog King. A very questionable, but listen. Again, I love him. He's going way down here, because that's a very like, but listen, I love a good villain who's really just a villain because of unfortunate circumstances, and is a bit of a drama queen, and just has that lovely waistline that goes wide, and oh, man, I really like that waistline, huh? Because that same waistline is had by many a man that I find attractive, both fictional and in real life. What is wrong with me? This might never get turned into a video. This I think is even more unhinged than reading Wattpad. I have here Keely from The Hobbit, but then it also says any Aidan Turner role, TBH, because it's Aidan Turner. So that's going right up here. Like, dude, Aidan Turner Poldark? Okay, awesome, cool. I love that. Aidan Turner vampire in Being Human? Yes, please. I love vampires, and I love Irishmen, and I love Aidan Turner. Aidan Turner in Rivals? Of course, it's Aidan Turner. Who are we talking to right now? Who are you talking to right now? It's Aidan Turner. Give me Aidan Turner, and I'll be happy. That's all I need to say. Anyway. This is definitely going in the question rule. Garrus Vicarian. Again, man with a beautiful waistline. Smooth talker. Best shot in the galaxy. A love of my life. Is it really bad though that in Omega, when we go find Archangel, I knew that it was Garrus the second we see that clip of him stand up and turn around, because I knew him by his waistline? Is that bad. It's really pretty. Look, I even drew it out, dude. He has such a nice waistline, I had to draw it, man. Where is it? Ah, yeah, here it is. Ignore my nightcrawler drawing. Look at how nice that waistline is. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Look, dude, I wrote, seriously, I'm in love with this waistline. Beautiful waistline. Dude, I'm unhinged sometimes. Girly Pop, these things are public. What are you doing? People have access to this stuff. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Moving on. Who do I have? Oh, this one's really funny. Owen Grady. And I would say Chris Pratt, except it's specifically only Owen Grady ever. Just Owen Grady. I don't know. I feel like he would be somewhere midway. He would be like I'd put him here. I feel like that's fair. You know, he's kind of normal. But you know, he's just really attractive. That's really all it is. He's really attractive. I don't know. Connor in Detroit Become Human. I love my robots. I really do. This is an instance of I want to be him, but also I want him. And, you know, it's a robot, so we're gonna say that's a little more questionable. We're gonna put that right there. Anybody see the movie Elemental? Elemental? What's it called? Don't remember. Wade Ripple. He's made of water. I think that would be somewhat concerning to my parents. Where do you guys think Bruno Madrigal would fall? Okay, this is a good one. Peter Malark, obviously. He's at the top next to Moses. Peter Malark and Moses are on the same thing. Oh, Matt Murdock. Yes. Jeez, I need to stop putting men who I think I can fix on here. It's not good for me. Speaking of men I can fix, Eric from Phantom of the Opera, but specifically Rami Malek's Phantom of the, not Rami Malek, he wasn't a fan. Rami Malek is not. Rami Malek is Queen and Egyptian guy. Ramin Karimloo, that's who it is. Ramin Karimloo's Eric actually made me sob. I'd put him here because that's really questionable for me too. That's a red flag on my part. Call me Remus Lupin, baby. I got Sirius Black on my list. I think my parents would find this questionable just because I started liking him at the age of 13 when I first read the third book. And then when I watched the movie, I was absolutely sold. And that was a grown man. He was the first old man I ever loved. Bro, I'm a teacher. I'm chronically ill. I don't got that dog in me. And I'm in love with Sirius Black, bro. I am canonically Remus Lupin. Sorry, don't know what to tell you guys. That's my husband. Oh, and we're down to the last three. I wonder what unhinged people these could be. Okay, no, this one's not unhinged, and I think this is a normal one. Dimitri, but specifically Derek Clennis Dimitri from Anastasia the Musical. Again, I love a good diamond in the rough character. Who's going? Right there. Jamie Fraser from Outlander, but specifically Jamie Fraser in season 1 because the light is still in his eyes, and especially when he shows up covered in blood. I saved my last weird one. So remember when I said I had 2 skeletons on this list? The second one is Jack Skellington. Oh my god, and he has the waistline too! This one is definitely, I think my family would be very questionable about realizing. Yeah. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, but I love him so much. I dressed up as him for a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. That was like around the first or second year that I started cosplaying, so I was very proud of that. But I, in my Jack Skellington cosplay, waited for almost an hour and a half at the end of the night. Missed the entire Boo-to-You parade because I was waiting in line to meet Jack and Sally, and it was awesome. I have to say, normally I'm not one to stand in line for characters because I obviously know that they're cast in costume. It doesn't fool me, so I'm just like, I know how this stuff works. I don't really feel like waiting in line for this, but I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna treat my autism and I'm going to wait in line for these characters. And it was so cool. It was awesome. The guy who played Jack sounded so much like him. It was great, and they complimented me on my outfit, and Sally was like, oh my gosh, you guys match! And then I got a picture with them, and it was so cute. It was genuinely my phone was like on 20%, bro. It was a long night, but it was worth it. It was worth it. But anyway, that was Unhinged. I hope you have this little bit of fun. This is probably going to be a really short video compared to the rest of the ones that I have on here. But this was just a fun little treat that I wanted to do. Just because I need easy content to edit that's not an hour and a half long of me building stuff. Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little bit about not about yourself, about myself, and maybe yourself. I don't know, definitely don't send this to people who would judge me in my taste, or that would put me in a mental hospital, because I know some of these are a little, they're the weirdest things that I've ever seen people say hear me out on, but I think that this would be considered like the kiddie pool. My questionable ones are considered like the kiddie pool, like 3-foot shallow side of hear me out characters. And I don't know if I've yet found ones, and if I have, I don't know if I'm ready to admit that to myself or to the world yet. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, well, that's out to the internet now, I guess.